Well, welcome back. Another issue of Sport Pharmacy Magazine has dropped. Myself, Sean Casey, registered dietitian, movement coach with my BFF, Jess Beal here. How are we doing?
Good. How are you today?
We're doing well. We're excited. It's finally turned fall weather here in Wisconsin, so it's gorgeous. And I'm sure there in Florida, are you probably a slightly different weather than here in Wisconsin?
It's cooler. We'll go with
Okay.
that.
Good
Oh,
deal, good deal. So,
I'm
but
excited
again,
about our new issue.
yes, absolutely. And skin health, big
Yes.
topic for athletes that doesn't get much airtime.
Nope.
When you hear skin health with athletes, Jess, what pops in your mind?
Crickets. I feel like it's one of those things like you don't talk about. I mean, we looked at a lot of different areas in the magazine coming out, but like how just all there's so much about it, but we don't talk about it. Nobody does.
Zero.
Zero.
And
Crickets.
it's like crickets is the best way to look at it, and I love that analogy, but I think it plays such a huge role in it. So like your article talks about different infections on skins and how that impacts everything. And I remember when I was reading through your article, you talk about how the fact that this doesn't only affect just the person that has, like, a broken arm. If somebody has a broken arm, it takes them out of the competition. But it's not like everyone on the team will get a broken arm if someone gets a broken arm, right?
Correct, correct. But if we were talking about like impetigo and MRSA, which is methicillin resistant Staph aureus. Most people probably have heard that term by now, but just the fact that how contagious it is among athletes, especially in sports where you're contacting each other. So think football, or you're sharing like a mat, such as wrestling, or even just showering and using towels, or different types of equipment, sharing equipment. But if you have one of these infections, it can spread and become contagious among the rest of your team or the team you're playing against, and it can impact so many people that it's astounding how this little bug can do so much damage and causes some universities and some teams and some people to literally pull their hair out because trying to get it to like stop spreading.
Yes. And that's a thing. So it's like a contagious broken arm if you don't
Yeah.
handle it
Yeah.
right.
And I guess most people don't think about, like, I think the one thing that, in writing the article that most people don't think about is that, like, because you have this infection, just covering it with a band-aid or gauze and a wrap, it's still these are little bacteria that are going to get out, and that bandage is not going to, as you sweat, stay, or if you come in contact with stuff. So until you've taken the appropriate steps of like antibiotics and antibiotic creams, you should not be playing or participating in sports if you don't know what the infection is, because it can run amok among a team pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that was, that was the big takeaway I had from yours, is just it reinforced the idea of how important it is to take care of them.
Yeah.
And if you kind of had to sum up your article, like, hey, what are easy ways to prevent infection, or either to prevent or stop the spread? You're talking with a group. What are your 3 or 4 take-home points you want them to be able to walk away with?
Take a shower, good hygiene. I feel like it's the simple things um that a lot of people overlook and they just take for granted. So washing your hands, washing your equipment, taking a shower as soon as you finish practicing, and then just good hygiene. If you start noticing a sore, watching it, maybe taking a picture of it. I'm a big fan of having people like put little black marks on the outside where the redness is and see if that's expanding or contracting, so they know if this is growing and getting bigger. And so, just I think good personal hygiene and a little bit of concern for others is probably the best way to prevent it.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
So, moral of the story, take a shower, stinky boys.
Take a shower. Don't be the stinky kid in class. Don't be the stinky athlete in class.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I love it.
yes. But I think it plays into kind of the importance of your article, which was all about skin and how you look and how you feel. So if you have an infection, or even if it's simple like acne, um, that can play a huge impact on your performance and your overall health. So give us a little rundown, kind of like your article, because I
Yeah.
really, that's
Yep.
super cool.
Uh-huh. And so the one thing when I'm working with any clients, I always have this thought process, and that resonates with a lot of people. I'm like, there's nothing wrong about wanting to look good, like as an athlete. Like, I think sometimes it's like, oh, you should just care about performance. But like, heck, if you look good, I've always thought if you look good, you feel good. And if you feel good, you're going to play with confidence. If you're playing with confidence, the likelihood of dropping a W or hanging a W is going to be a lot higher, right?
Definitely true.
And that's the big thing. And so you have some sports, say at bodybuilding and figure model, where like, okay, you're directly judged on your skin quality, things of that nature. But let's say if you're even participating in a sport where skin doesn't directly impact performance on, whatever it is,
Thing.
you think about like, be it soccer, football, volleyball, whatever,
Same.
like your skin
Where you're
doesn't,
totally covered.
yeah, it doesn't make any difference
No.
there. But I always think about how you're recovering. So let's say if I think about myself when I was in high school, I had acne. I was much more self-conscious of that aspect, where that probably put a layer of stress on my body just from a recoverability standpoint. We know stress impacts inflammation in the body. Inflammation will, you get that nasty cycle. So that's why I like to put so much emphasis on not only preventing the infectious skin diseases, but hey, how can we maximize how we feel about our skin quality?
Sure.
And so what I was looking at in my article was kind of like for lack of better words, the top 5 supplement categories to up your skin game for athletes. So
can we give them a quick rundown of the top 5?
Yes. So I had for number 5 was MSM. So MSM is like a dual threat. One, it's been shown to improve skin quality, hydration, things of that nature. But on the flip side, we also know that MSM helps with joint health, right?
Sure.
So you think about doing a 2-for-1. MSM helps with joint health as well as skin. And there's actually some research on it shown to help with allergies. So I like it because it does multiple things. Yeah. So that was number 5.
I was saying, as a pharmacist, I love things that have dual purposes, because less pill burden, more adherence. You don't need all this other stuff. So good choice.
All right. So that was number 5. Number 4 was collagen.
Solid. Again, has multiple purposes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Skin, joints. Again, what can we kill multiple birds with one stone with? So collagen was number 4.
I actually have a question on collagen. Is there a specific type of collagen that you should look for? Because I know people ask me this often. Is there anything specific in collagen you need to be looking for?
There's some different research brand ones that have direct research showing skin health benefits. Okay. So there's a brand trademark now, prefaces by saying I don't have any financial affiliation with them. So before someone's like, "Oh, Sean's a total shill." There's a brand called Verisol that has some direct human clinical studies showing 2.5 grams of theirs to improve skin quality there. Okay. I'm usually looking at a lot with collagen. If 2.5 grams, a lot of it's say maybe in that 10 to 15 gram range. Is where I'm kind of going with. Generally, as long as you have a high quality collagen that has glycine, that's one of the major amino acids that affects things. Certain collagens have certain bioactive hydrolyzed, peptide strands, which have absorbance there. So there's a lot of ways that you can go with it. What I've yet to see is a good study that looks at, hey, we have this, bioactive peptide. Now we're going to compare that to, say, your standard 10 to 15 grams of hydrolyzed collagen. Like, is there much difference there? I think debatable there, but that's kind of what the collagen field is.
Perfect. It's a question I know I get often.
Yeah. I always tell people, if you can try to get 10 to 15 grams, if you go less than 10 grams, make sure you're using a form that's been shown in clinical research to have whatever the end goal is you're looking for.
Perfect.
So that was there. Number 3 on my list was antioxidants. Antioxidants are the firefighters of your body. They help to reduce inflammation. And it's cool. So not only do they reduce inflammation, but going back to one of our previous sport pharmacy issues, it's also been shown to improve microbiome health. They can act as prebiotic fibers within the gut. So they're dual things there. You have things like lutein, which has been shown to enhance skin health. Lutein has also been shown to enhance brain health as well, beyond just the skin gut. So again, multiple birds with one stone. Number 2 on my list, although it's not really sexy by any means, vitamins and minerals. It's essential for everything we do. Most people are running around, deficient in it. And so vitamins and minerals was number 2. And then my number 1 was microbiome supporting nutraceuticals.
Perfect.
You have the skin gut micro connection, kind of like we always talk about the brain gut connection. You also have a skin gut connection, and kind of the thing that's regulating both is inflammation. So your immune system is activated by your gut. An activated immune system means that you have inflammation going on. So that was kind of in a nutshell the top 5 list done through. I have no idea why I'm doing more of a ball segment, but it should be more of a bullet point thing. So there, and then the other thing that I mentioned in the article is just, again, ultimately you can take all these supplements, but your primary factor skin health is going to be your diet. Sure. So I always tell people, make sure we get enough fruits and vegetables because they have multiple benefits there. And then also identifying foods that may be triggering reactions within your body.
Love it. Super helpful. And I feel like you said, the food first approach, like especially like antioxidants and essential vitamins and minerals, you can get a lot of that through food and proper nutrition. So as athletes, we know the importance of, as we've talked about before, proper nutrition, but even more so for your skin health and inflammation and gut health and everything, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was a fun issue.
I liked it.
It was fun, and I almost think we can retitle the magazine with an assist from good old JT. I think it should have been titled like #bringing sexy back.
We'll see if we can get that on the thing. I mean, I feel like it is because you don't talk about the skin, but like you said, I think if you look well, you feel well, but also it goes, like we've talked about, deeper inside. And like, as long as your gut's healthy, you don't have the inflammation, you can play better, you can recover quicker. I mean, it's so multi-layered that I feel like it's cool. And some people just look at the gut and forget about the skin, but the skin, I feel like, is an outside reflection of what's going on inside. So
absolutely. It's a marker for so many things across the board. And that's why, we're on the same page here, but why we're excited to get this magazine in people's hands. So download it. Check it out. There's a lot you can learn on it. And if you have any questions, always feel free to comment on when we're posting stuff because we're here to help you.
Yeah, we would love to. Like you said, if you have any questions, we'd love to answer them, make videos on them, talk about them more. So let us know.
All right, good deal. Well, hey, everyone check it out and stay tuned for another episode with Jess and Sean.
Yay. Have a great evening. Bye.
All right, bye now.
You ain't ready for greatness. No, you won't, but can't take this. Ain't in the same conversation. Under pressure, ain't breaking.